Very, very interesting mga sangkay itong patungkol sa Qatar na mukhang tutulungan umano ang Hamas. Ano to, kakalabanin o atakihin na rin po nila ang Israel? Yan po ang ating alamin ngayon. So bago tayo mag-umpisa mga sangkay, pakisubscribe po muna yung ating YouTube channel. Sa baba ng video na to, makikita nyo po yung subscribe. Okay, pindutin nyo po yan. Tapos i-click nyo yung bell at i-click nyo po yung all. Ulitin ko, click the subscribe down below, click the bell, and click all. At kung kayo ay nanonood sa Facebook, huwag nyo pong kalimutan na i-follow ang ating Facebook page. So ito guys, very interesting ito. Itong information, ayun po dito, Qatar makes U-turn. Join hands with Palestine. Ano to? Sanction Israel. So di ko lang magets kung anong klaseng ano to mga sangkay, anong gustong gawin ng Qatar. Tingnan po natin.
I welcome you here in Doha. We meet today within critical circumstances with the escalation in the occupied Israeli Palestinian territories and in Israel. We had deep conversation in this regard, and we discussed the political, humanitarian complications of this situation. We have reiterated Qatar's situation regarding hitting and targeting the civilians, women and children.
Actually, hindi po tinatarget kasi ng Israel yung mga civilian. Natatarget po yung mga civilian kasi ang ginagawa po nitong Hamas, hindi po pinapaalis yung mga civilian doon sa Gaza. Ginagawa po nilang panangga yung maraming Palestinians. Pero yun mo, pinagkampuhan ba naman yung ilalim ng lupa ng Gaza sa north side? So ano mangyayari? Nakikipagdigma sila sa Israel, tapos pag na-detect ng Israel kung asan yung kampo nila, aatakihin ng rocket. Ang problema mga sangkay, nasa ilalim po ng lupa yung kampo. So ang mangyayari, ang panangga kaagad nitong Hamas, yung mga nasa ibabaw ng lupa, na walang iba kundi yung mga inosenteng Palestinians.
In today's news, Qatar seems to have grown weary of Benjamin Netanyahu's approach in Gaza. The wealthy Arab regional power appears ready to confront Israel following the country's refusal to agree to a ceasefire, ending a bombing campaign that has resulted in the deaths of thousands of civilians, journalists and aid workers. Reliable reports suggest that Qatar has drafted a resolution to impose financial pressure on the United States, Britain, the European Union, and Israel.
Okay. Nag-submit sila ng resolution para i-pressure itong Western countries na alam po natin na suportado po ang Israel.
This impending sanction will involve a reduction in the US military presence in the country and restrictions on the export of gas.
Nako. So, sa madaling sabi, iipitin po yung Western countries sa pamamagitan po ng kanilang mga ini-export na oil papuntang Western countries.
Western nations. It could also mean the end of the Israeli political strategy that has used Qatar to prevent the unification of the Palestinian government in the West Bank and Gaza, potentially leading to peace between the two factions and the creation of a Palestinian state.
So sa madaling sabi mga sangkay, may hirapan po dito ang Western kung gagawin man nila mga sangkay ang pag-ipit ng gas or oil na sinusupply sa Western countries.
In fact, the World Bank has issued a warning that any attempt to disrupt the current level of oil flow into the global market could lead to a significant increase in oil prices, potentially reaching an all-time high of £127.
So, sa madaling sabi, mga sangkay, matadamay po tayo dyan. Kasi tataas po yung presyo ng oil eh. Iipitin po nila. Kaya itong mga sasakyan ni Elon Musk, 'di ba? Na mga discharge na lang o di kaya by solar na lang. Malupit ang pagkakaimbento kasi hindi na nila kinakailangan ng oil.
or approximately $157. The bank also warns that the Israeli-Palestinian conflict could result in higher food prices if it continues. This marks a significant shift for Qatar, which previously played the role of a mediator in the conflict that began after Palestinian fighters staged a counter-offensive in Israel, unfortunately leading to the death of many innocent people.
We say enough. Israel should not be given an unconditional green light for killing, and we cannot ignore the occupation and the siege. We cannot accept in this day and age to allow using water, food, and medicine to be used as a weapon against an entire people.
تعلمون جميعا أننا دعاة سلام.
We are callers of peace, and we adhere to the international resolutions and the Arab Peace Initiative.
Ang kulit na mga sangkay, maliit po na bansa ang Israel eh. Ang nangyayari, iniipit na po nila ngayon ng Israel. Ang nauna mga sangkay na kumubkob na umatake sa Israel ay ang Hamas. Di ba nga po mahigit 1,000 na Israeli kaagad at that time? Yung napatumba nitong Hamas. Nung gumanti po ang Israel, ang ginawa ng Israel, pinapaalis yung Palestinians. Binigyan pa po ng daan, papunta pong south. From north to south. Ngayon, ginawa ng Hamas na shield or panangga itong Palestinians. Ngayon, parang may kasalanan pa, Israel. Para po dito sa Qatar. Okay, ito po kasi yung thinking ng Qatar.
Reject the killing of all civilians from any side, but we do not accept the double standards and to act as if the lives of Palestinian children do not count or matter. What is happening is very dangerous and it violates all laws and...
Qatar has consistently acted as a mediator since the Gaza crisis began. The country has hosted both Israeli and Hamas leaders in an effort to find a lasting solution to the crisis. Qatar has played a vital role in providing humanitarian aid to the suffering people of Palestine.
So malaking na itutulong nila.
In fact, Qatar communicated to the US its willingness to reconsider the presence of Hamas in Qatar once the crisis is resolved, to secure the release of numerous hostages held in Gaza by the Palestinian militant group. The wealthy gas-producing nation has also been crucial in negotiating with Hamas for the safe passage of Americans stranded in Gaza and the opening of the border crossing with Egypt to allow humanitarian aid into the enclave, which is under an Israeli blockade. All of these efforts were made to encourage Israel to agree to a ceasefire and alleviate the dire humanitarian situation in Gaza.
So ang gusto talaga ng Qatar, magkaroon ng ceasefire. Kasi nadadamay daw po yung mga civilian. Kaya nga lang mga sangkay, dapat tingnan din po natin yung mas malawak na nagaganap na kaya po nadadamay yung civilian dahil ginagawa pong panangga ng Hamas. Ayaw nga po nila paalisin eh. Ang Israel gusto po nilang umalis na yung civilians pansamantala. Pero yung ilan sa mga civilians napipilitang magstay kasi utos po ng Hamas. At maliban doon, nasa ilalim po ng lupa ang kampo ng Hamas. Sa ibabaw mga sangkay, nandyan yung mga tao. So, sila po yung nadadamay talaga.
However, as Israel rejects a ceasefire and insists on continuing its mission to completely dismantle Palestinian freedom fighters,
כוחותינו פועלים בכל הגזרות ובכל העוצמה. ניצחוננו יהיה חד וברור. הוא יעביר מסר לאויבינו.
This will send a message to our enemies. Ito na.
מסר שיהדהד
A message that will resonate
לדורות.
for generations.
המטרה של אויבינו היא השמדת מדינת ישראל. ואני אומר לכם, אני העברתי
I made it clear, we continue to strike at full power. Sabi po ni Prime Minister ng
Qatar
Israel.
has decided to take more stringent actions against Israel and its supporters. On the surface, Netanyahu's decision to continue hostilities may seem rational, but it raises suspicions that Israel is intentionally escalating the Palestinian situation as a pretext for dealing with Gaza. This speculation
Ano daw, mga sangkay?
that Israel is intentionally escalating the Palestinian
And Hamas militants discharged firearms in an Israel military compound. Okay.
situation as a pretext for dealing with Gaza. This speculation appears to have some basis, as Israel seems to be targeting innocent women and children rather than focusing on combating Hamas. It appears that there is a deliberate strategy to prevent the Palestinians from ever having their own state.
Okay, sa madaling sabi mga sangkay, tinatakot po ng Qatar ang Israel, maging ang ano mga sangkay, itong Amerika at Western countries. Natutulungan daw po nila ang Hamas kung hindi ititigil ang gera na ito. Kasi marami na raw pong nadadamay. Tapos, isa pa sa banta nila, ititigil po nila yung pagpo-provide o pag-i-export ng oil, gas, papunta sa Western countries. Malaking problema po yan kapag nagkataon. Damay po tayo dyan. Diba? Ang Middle East kasi po talaga sila yung halos nagsusupply ng maraming oil sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. Siyempre, kasama po dyan yung Russia. Ngayon, kung mangyayari ito, malaking problema ito mga sangkay. Tataas ang presyo ng mga bilihin sa oil at kapag tumaas ang oil price, malamang tataas din po yung mga bilihin sa market. Yan ang problema. So ngayon mga sangkay, ano ang tingin nyo? Itong Qatar ba? Maganda ang intention sa kanilang plano? O masama ang kanilang intention laban po sa Israel at gusto po talaga nilang atakihin ng Israel hindi po sa pamamagitan ng weapon kundi estratehiya na hihina ang Israel para kapag nagkulang po ng suporta mula po doon sa Western countries. Just comment down below mga sangkay, what is your opinion? And now guys, I invite you to please subscribe my YouTube channel, Sangkay Revelation. Hanapin niyo po ito sa YouTube, then click the subscribe, click the bell, and click all. Ako na po ay magpapaalam hanggang sa muli. This is me, Sangkay Janjan. Palagi niyo pong tatandaan that Jesus loves you. God bless everyone.